speaking to NJIT head women's volleyball coach Peter Volker after his team defeated St. Peter's 3-1 on Wednesday night in the first home match of 2014 for the Highlanders. Coach, what are your general impressions of the match and winning the match?
I thought the girls did a great job. I mean, any match that you win is a great thing. But to win the first home game, and you always want to, kind of control your home court or dominate and not let people come into your gym and win a game there. So I thought the girls did an excellent job.
Are there any individual players that you'd like to mention that you feel are noteworthy the way they played tonight?
Sure. Denisa Vudovic, hopefully I pronounced the name right, had an awesome match. I think she had about 18 kills and really kind of led it from an offensive standpoint. Valerie Carroll as well, although she had a slow start in the first two games, really picked it up in games 3 and 4 and also put up double digits in kills, and the two of them really kind of led the offense from a hitting aspect.
The middle two sets were a little unusual in that both teams won by wide margins. What do we attribute that to? Is there anything in particular?
Sure. Our passing really broke down, and we weren't able to be in system, and by in system, kind of running the offense that we want to run. So if you look in that game, we had like a negative 148. I think in the last two games we hit over 300, kind of similar to a batting average, but we just could not hit in the second game, and we put ourselves in that position because our passes weren't where they needed to be towards the net and middle of the court, and allowing our setter to kind of have 4 hitting options available on every single play.
Were you pleased with the way the team came back and then won the third set decisively and also took the fourth set?
Yeah, I told him game 3 was just a fantastic game, especially after kind of a letdown in game 2 or not playing to the best of our ability in game 2. To come back like that is an awesome thing and something we can take into the future and kind of learn from. Game 4, we got down a little bit and kind of they were up by a couple points for a little while towards the middle, towards around that 15-point mark, and then I know Fran went back and had a nice string of serves at some point, but we not only caught up, but they kind of went past them by 2 or 3 points and forced St. Peter's to take a timeout, and kind of, after that, they kind of, cruised down to the finish line there and didn't look back.
It was a very enthusiastic, vocal home crowd here for the opener. That's something that is, I'm sure, a positive for the team to have that kind of support, especially from other student athletes.
I think that was awesome. I think even in game 1, I think we looked a little bit nervous, and I think it's that crowd noise and the clapping and cheering and really kind of helped settle them down, because game 1 was close for a very long time, and the crowd certainly got an assist with how they helped the girls, encourage the girls, and helped them calm down in game 1. Then after game 2, when we didn't play so good, the crowd certainly in game 3, when we got off to a good start, really kind of supported them, and they kind of took off. I think the crowd had a big part to do with how the girls played today.
Okay, one final thing, going back on the road now, tell us about the upcoming matches.
Sure.
Next couple of matches.
Well, 19 of our first 20 matches are on the road, and that's so just kind of the way the schedule came out. You kind of expect that with the tournaments, but this upcoming tournament at St. Francis in Brooklyn, besides St. Francis, Hofstra is there, and Manhattan, who we lost to last weekend. So it's for us, and as a coaching staff, it gives us a chance to gauge, have we improved from one week to the next? Losing to Manhattan this past weekend, what have we done this week to improve and take steps and hopefully have a much better result and come up with a win this time? So that's something that we can show the girls immediately. Hey, last week this is what happened. We lost in 3 games. This week, a better result happens, and we really expect a better result to happen. Hofstra, a very tough team as well, and has some a great tradition of success in their conference, and so it's certainly a tough weekend ahead of us and a challenging weekend, but as I said, we have a schedule that's going to challenge us and hopefully bring the best out of us.